Hi faves, welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make a perfect egg rolls. If you are new here, please subscribe to my YouTube channel for more amazing content like this. And if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. The first thing we're going to be using is some flour. Flour is like a major ingredient in every baking or frying recipe. So we're also going to be using some eggs for this. This recipe should give you about 8 to 7 egg rolls, but I'll be using just 5 eggs for this. I'm going to be using some sugar as well. Sugar is highly important in your egg roll. This is to help sweeten the flour and the dough and all of that. Then you're going to also be needing some salt. It is very important that you add some salt to balance out the taste of the sugar, so you can have a balanced taste. We're also going to be using some baking powder. This is to ensure that the egg roll does not soak up oil. We're going to be using some yeast. Yeast is a rising agent and it would help our egg rolls to look bigger in the oil. Finally, we're going to be using some butter. Butter is very important in this ingredient. To join everything together, we're going to be using some water. This is just normal room temperature water. It's not hot or neither is it cold. So let's turn all of these amazing ingredients into egg roll. Come along with me, faves. The first thing we're going to do is to boil our eggs. Of course, you don't want to put your egg and the shell together, so you need to get rid of that shell by boiling the eggs. I'm going to be adding my eggs into my pot like you can see on the screen. I'll add some water to this for it to boil, and I'll also be adding some salt to this. This is to flavor the eggs. Trust me, the flavor gets into the egg and it also helps the egg to peel easily. Once the egg is ready, I'm going to take it out and put it under running water. This is to ensure that my eggs are evenly peeled and they do not look crazy. So this is how I peel my egg. I bring one egg and I use it to eat the other one. So my egg peels off easily like so. Once I'm done peeling the eggs, it is time for me to add all the ingredients together. So I'll go in with my flour first. Then I'll proceed with my sugar. I'll add my yeast. And my baking powder. I'll add some salt to this as well. And now I'm just going to mix all of that together gradually. I'll be adding the water in bits to ensure that it is well distributed in the flour. And after a while, I'll need to go in with my hands because that spatula cannot do that job. So this looks a little bit messy, but don't worry. You make a message out of a mess. How do they say it? So you just go in with your hands and you mix that up until you get a consistency that looks like this. Let's not forget that we still haven't added our butter, so now is the time for us to add the butter. So I'll go in with my butter and I'll try to incorporate the butter into that dough. I'll do this with my hands because this is the best method to use. The spatula cannot really evenly distribute the butter, so I'll just go in with my hands like so. Once I am done, this is what I have. It's already ready to be used. So I'll dip my hands in some flour and I'll cut out some of the dough from the dough whatever, and then I'll just place it on this. I'll place the dough in another flour and I'll place it on my hands. Now I'm going to be placing my egg on the dough. I'll be adding the lowest point of my egg on the dough, while the upper point of the egg will be facing towards me. I'll place the lower point of that egg on the dough. I'll gently use my hands to mold this, and if there are any excess flour, I will cut it off with my hands like so. You can see that. Then I'll continue to mold this until it forms a perfect ball. I have already heated up some oil, so I'll just be dropping the egg roll into that now, and I would continue to mold. Just like before, I will dip my hands into some flour and I will use this to cut the egg roll dough. Now I'm going to be using a different method to mold. Before I didn't even shaping the egg roll dough. Now I'm going to try to shaping the egg roll dough. If you cannot use that first method that I used, this method should work for you. Shaping the dough before you place the egg on it. Don't forget that the eye points would be facing you. Now if the dough gets sticky on your hands, don't worry, just add some flour to your hand and continue to lift the dough to cover the egg, like you can see me do in the video. If it ever gets sticky, just place your hand in some flour and continue to mold the dough to cover the egg. You can see we have some excess dough, so like before, I'm going to cut out the excess dough, dip my hands into some flour and continue to mold this into a perfect ball shape. Once that is done, this is what I have. I'm still going to take out some excess flour from the dough because I don't want it to not have a perfect shape and I don't want the egg to be dancing in the dough. So yeah, this is it, faves. I will continue to mold with my palm like so to get the perfect egg roll shape. Once I do that, that is what I have, and I'll be dropping this into my oil. I had to decant some of the oil because it was too much and it was overflowing. Because I'm not frying so many egg rolls at one time, I'm just going to be using my stick. I don't know, I can't remember what this is called now. I'm just going to be using it to flip the egg rolls in the oil so that it is evenly fried and the oil is evenly distributed on it. Yes, I'll just continue to use my skewer. I'll let my egg roll fry for some time, and after a while, this is what I have. It is perfect. It is not breaking at any point. It is not looking unwholesome. It is giving everything that it needs to give. Look at that. And it is super crunchy as well. Like, this egg roll just came correct. So I'll continue to fry the others, and in case you didn't get the shape the first time, I'll mold the shape, place the flat surface of the egg on the dough, apply some flour on my hands, and continue to lift the dough to cover the egg like you can see me do in the video. I'll lift the dough to cover the egg. Lift the dough to cover the egg. I'll take out the excess dough on top of that. Yes, I'll just take out the excess dough. Once the egg roll is covered, I'll take out the excess dough, put some flour in my hands and roll the dough. Roll it continuously until I get a perfect dough. This is me showing you what I have. Then I'll transfer this to my hot oil and I'll fry this as well. I'll be flipping it with my skewers to ensure that it is evenly distributed. Once that is ready, I'll take it out of the oil, and this is what I have. My egg roll is giving everything that I need it to give. It is not cracking or busting at the seam. You cannot see the egg coming out because I did a good job. Now this is what we have. Our egg rolls are ready. Yay! I'm so excited. I'm super excited. This looks very nice and they look just perfect. There are no breaking at the edge or anything. The egg rolls are giving what it's supposed to give. Okay, let's see if the egg rolls are evenly cooked. If they are evenly cooked, yeah, I'll just use my knife to cut it. Now you can see that it is crunchy. Yeah, look at that. It is well fried and it is just perfect. You should definitely try this recipe, faves. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.